everyone. My name is Nikita. Welcome to Reflections. And today I'm going to talk to you about teaching our children bad habits. As parents, our children really watch us and emulate a lot of what we do. So when you are talking to them and when you're doing things, even when you think they're not watching, if they see you do it, they're going to do it. Now, one of the things that I did as a parent was I taught a very bad habit to my daughters. I taught them how to quit a job. My husband and I had a firm belief that if you didn't like where you were at, you need to leave. Don't do a job you don't like. My husband believed that we were only meant to work one job. 2 jobs for 2 people was his motto. He never, ever would work a second job. My daughters grew up watching me float around the healthcare system like a little butterfly. If I didn't like it, if I just didn't want to do it anymore, this girl was out of there. I never stayed at a job I did not enjoy. So when my daughters became adults and they started working, I started noticing that they were forever quitting their jobs. And it was for as simple a reason as the hat just don't work for me. Honestly, you guys, my daughter quit her job because the hat didn't look good on her. And when I asked her, why would you quit the job? She said, Mom, you never stayed where you weren't happy. Why should I stay where I'm not happy? And it hit me like a ton of bricks that I had taught my daughters how to quit a job. And it wasn't just one. It was all 3 of them. None of them would stay at a job. I don't care what they were getting paid. If they were not happy, they quit. And to know that that stemmed from me was kind of, how would I put that? It was kind of shocking because I never thought I was showing them any bad habits. I thought I was giving them and putting forth the best mommy you could put forth. But evidently, this mama should have checked her habits of quitting a job because now my daughters, they don't stay where they're not happy. And believe me, now I understand in this day and time, it really is, you want to be satisfied with the job that you're doing. And for them, if they're not satisfied, if they feel unappreciated on the job, they are not going to stay there. They find you have to have your priorities set, and for them, it has always been making sure their children were taken care of, and that they were there for them to do homework and to get things done for school. So if their jobs interfered with that, they were out of there. Especially my oldest girl, she didn't play. Her kids were the top priority for her, and the activities they were involved in, even if she had to get her mama to do it, it had to be done. So it's been amazing watching them and seeing them grow and mature. But I also realized that a lot of things, a lot of my bad habits that I thought nobody was seeing, they were seeing. I have one daughter who picked up my bad habit of procrastination. I don't know why I procrastinate. I have just decided that it's something that I do. It is me. If you want something done now, I am not your girl. If you're willing to wait, I'm a good person. I'm going to get it to you eventually. Usually, if you give me a time frame, I definitely will get it done by that time frame. But I love to procrastinate. I just don't want to do anything right now. I don't know if that stems back from when I was younger and when money was so tight with me and my husband, and we were just struggling to raise 3 girls and keep a roof over our heads. And I just, hated to pay bills. I ain't gonna lie to you, that was my biggest procrastination. I hated to pay the bills. Now, you'd be surprised, I'm older and things have changed financially for me. And I'm Johnny on the spot for it, but I'm not going to lie to y'all. Coming up, when them 3 girls were little, and I had to figure out if we going to do this or we going to do that, it was rough. The only sure person that was insured they were gonna get their money was the rent man. Everybody else, it was I used to toss it up in the air, and if some money landed on it, you got paid. If it didn't, on you. But that was my life, and it worked out. And my girls, my girls can truly say they had an adventure, but they always had a roof. They always had food, and it was just kind of like we just had to do what we had to do. As a matter of fact, one of them told me she didn't even realize how much shuffling I was doing as they were coming up to make the ends meet. Because there was a time when I truly refused to work because my girls were little and daycare was sucking up the money that I was making. At that time, I was an LPN, and the salary just wasn't that much. And even with his income, it was still tight. And I was like, okay, it's probably cheaper for me to stay home. And that's what I did. I stayed home and took care of my daughters. And I had always loved to sew. So I sewed their clothes, and, nobody knew the difference. Nobody looks at the seams. Nobody wouldn't, and nobody ever knew. They knew, but nobody else knew. Their little Easter dresses was just as cute as anybody else's. But that being said, my daughters picked up a lot of their mom's bad habits, and they have carried them. They carry them on, but it's hard for me sometimes to call them on their bad habits when they look and go, "You did it too, Mom. It was you as well." So I just want to say we as parents need to remember that we're not perfect. We make mistakes. We don't do things right. And we have some bad habits as well. Those children, some of that stuff they learned it from us. Mama taught me, I taught mine how to quit a job. My husband taught him that 2 jobs for 2 people. And, I got one who's a procrastinator. Lord, she's a procrastinator. But those things that they got them from me, and I can't do anything but love them. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you on the other side. Push that like button if you enjoyed this video. All right, I hope you have a great day.